all this way now? Okay. Cool. Cool. Welcome in, everybody. Hello. Hello. If this is your first time in one of my shows, I'm sorry my face is so like in your face. I got my laptop behind so I can show you guys a bunch of stuff. Welcome to my seller Q&A. Whatnot terms of service. This is all going to be all the rules, regulations. You guys can ask any questions you guys want. There's stickers so you guys can buy the recording. You guys get it for 60 days. We're going to go over all kinds of stuff. And when I mean all kinds, I mean all kinds of stuff. So if you don't know how to do a lot of stuff, some stuff you might think you know how to do, and you might not know how to do it. So I've got you covered. First of all, I wanted to talk about was restarting a show, because a lot of people don't know how to restart a show. A lot of people don't know that that's possible, and they don't understand the purpose of restarting a show. So let's go over that first, okay? So here's the purpose and how to restart your show. So let me show you on my laptop, because this is the only way you can do this is on a laptop. Okay, so you have to go into your past shows right here, and then you'll see that I had a show this morning. Right here is the restart button. You're going to hit that. Once it restarts, it'll actually, as soon as you hit that button, it'll go towards your upcoming show, and it'll be right on the very, very top. Okay, then you can go in if you want to on your phone. You could go in on your laptop or your computer, and you can change your title. You can change your description. Every single one of your bookmarks follows with it. So you just have to do this within 2 hours. So once you end the show, you have 2 hours to hit that restart button. Once you hit that restart button, you can watch, you can set your show for whenever you want it to, and every single order will carry over. So like the show that I restarted this morning, if there was any orders, they could order again in my afternoon show or my evening show. So let's say you want to go on all weekend. You could do a show all weekend long and just keep your orders going. Or let's say you had something come up and you needed to stop your show, or you accidentally started your show. As long as you hit that restart button, which is a fear of a lot of people, within that 2 hours, you're okay. So you could redo it. You'll keep your bookmarks, everything. It's an awesome feature that Whatnot has. That one's the best. Okay. Then I wanted to talk about bulk uploading. So a lot of people are like, how do you upload stuff? Well, you can do it one of two ways. You can manually load your stuff. This one is featured on the website also, or you can do a CSV file. We're going to do a CSV file, so that way you can do bulk uploading. So you can sit there and you can bulk upload all of your stuff. So you hit this button right here, and it'll pull up this screen right here. Okay. Here, let me move you guys closer so you guys can see this. I feel like you guys are a little too far away. So then you see right here, it says Whatnot Help Center. You click on that, and it'll literally take you into the bulk, exactly how to do it, Whatnot helps, terms, service, all of that great stuff. Okay. You're then going to hit this one, unless you're a coin seller. You want to hit the non-coins. Once you hit that non-coin, it's hi sweet pea. It's going to open, and you're going to have this wonderful little file. As soon as it opens, there it is. So you're going to make a copy of this one. Once you make a copy of this file, you can then, hi treasures, you can then click on, I already have a copy of mine of one, so we're just going to click on that. You can put a copy. This drop down right here is going to be all of your categories that you're going to put in, and then you have your subcategories. You can put whatever you want as your title. Then you've got your description. You've got your quantity if you want it as an auction, or if you want it as a buy it now, or as a giveaway. You can load giveaways in here also. Then your starting price, the shipping, if it is, if offers are taken on it, true, false. If it's hazmat or non-hazmat, again, it has the little drop downs for you. So you can see not hazmat, hazmat standard, has a lithium battery, what condition, your price that you have, your SKU if you have any, and then you can also add your images. I don't add my images. I do it like, so it just uploads. Then once you're done, you're going to hit, so you're done with all that. This is a Chrome book also, so you guys' things might be set up just a little bit different. You're gonna hit File and you're gonna hit Download, okay? And then you're gonna hit CVS file right there, and then you'll name it whatever it is. As soon as you download that, you'll come back to the screen. You'll hit your browser, and it'll actually browse for obviously your CSV file. You're gonna click the one you want, and then all that you're gonna do is download it. It'll pop up this wonderful little screen, which I should have done, but I did them yesterday, so you guys will see it, and it'll say it'll be taking your time. It's time. They're all going to go into your drafts, okay? So as soon as you see them in your drafts, there they all are, okay? And then you can upload your pictures if you want to. You can change your description. All you have to do is click on the item, and it'll pull up like normal on the laptop, and you can take a picture. You can upload your picture. You can change anything that you want to. All the regular features are there, and then you're done, okay? So that makes that super simple. Also, I have a bunch of questions um, on the shipping profiles. Everybody's tripping about shipping, right? So let me explain the shipping profiles to you guys. If you guys have a shipping profile on, it is not going to automatically bundle. So the only reason why you would want a shipping profile is if it's an awkward piece. That's exactly what it says. It says you can definitely use them. It says to answer your question about custom shipping profiles, if a buyer purchases items from multiple shipping profiles, because this is what I was asking. I was asking if you created a custom shipping profile, will it work? Like, will it automatically bundle? Will it hit that amount? So if I have a pair of shirts, if I have a shirt and I have a book in a show, will it automatically bundle? And they told me no, it will not. So the main reason why you have a shipping profile for you guys is for the fact of the shipping profile is just if like maybe you have board games or something like that. That's the only reason why you want to do a custom shipping profile. Okay. Now, on the rewards clubs, because this is getting ready to restart. So, this is super important. You can actually change your emojis and your titles besides, what the screens are for it. So, you can change these, you can customize them. See, mine are all customized. You can customize each one and you can change the names of them. So that way you have, thank you so much, Kendra. You can change them so that way you can, all that you do is you go right here. It says edit branding. So you're going to brand them. So right here, you'll click on each one and you can change the just browsing and you can change the name. You can edit it. So you can edit your custom profile so they fit you. So you don't have just the bronze little crown and the silver crown. You can change these to anything that you want them to say or be. So you can make them more branded towards your shop. So whatever your shop specifies in, mine is just chaos. So I wanted mine more chaotic. So you can see, it says just browsing in them. It says, oops, I bought something, addicted now, no control left. So each one has a different thing. You can do this, and then all you do is hit publish. So when you want to click on the picture, you just click on the picture. Everything is just clickable and you change it. So see, there's the title. You have 40 characters, and then there's the picture that you can change. And then you can move on to the next tier, or you can go to the previous tier if you want to change it. So that is if you want to change it so you're not like everybody else and having the bronze or the silver little crowns. Once you change it once, it'll automatically change for that'll be for the rest of the the seasons. The only thing you have to change is when you go into your different seasons. So like there's season 7, there's 8, and there's 9. So if you want to edit your season 9 right now, because hey, let's be honest, it's kind of slow right now, right? You can change this once you've created. All that you have to do is copy season 8 if that's what you want to do. And that's all I'm doing. I'm copying season 8. There it is. It is completely copied. So now what I have to do is just go down all the way to the bottom and hit next. And just keep doing that for all of my seasons. So all my platforms, and it'll say review. You're going to review it. and then you're going to scroll down to the bottom, make sure this is what you want, and blah, it's done. So my season 9 now is set up. So that is how you do those rewards, okay? Also, if you guys want to do local pickup, which you can see on my stickers is local pickup. I did a survey of asking a bunch of Whatnot sellers if they have local pickup on, and they all said yes, they do. They just changed their address. So when you go in to do it, you go into your shipping, I believe it was your shipping profile. I believe that's what it was. Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh no, those are the creative bundles. Oh, it's under your settings. That is where you would change your shipping location, so you can have your local pickup on. Now, if you guys are trying to hit your 1K, a lot of people put stickers in there, so that way you can hit your 1K with the stickers, right? If you have them do local pickup, they won't actually get the stickers, right? You can have them send you the code, and then that way you can type in the code if that's what they want. If they want to ship it to them, then tell them not to do it as local pickup. And that's how you would do those smash or ship items also. Like you've seen those shows, Smash or Ship. Hopefully, those are where people are smashing items. You need your local pickup on for that, so that way you are actually you're not sending something because they're locally picking it up, because Whatnot's terms of service is that you have to ship an item. So like if you guys have those buy it nows, like buy me a coffee in your buy it now, you cannot have that. That is against terms of service. You cannot have buy me a coffee and I'll ship you a set of stickers. You cannot do that. That is against terms of service. So is those support. You know how people are like, oh, buy the chat a giveaway. I actually asked Whatnot specifically on that, and they told me that that is not allowed. I actually have a whole list of, it said, questions about followers and how to improve live shows. I have literally messaged back and forth with Whatnot on all kinds of questions. So I have all the answers from straight out of Whatnot's mouth of what you can actually do or not do. Like this one says, question about followers, how to improve live shows. I was asking them. Now, the reason why you guys need to ask everybody to bookmark is because that actually helps. As you can see, going live, let's see, review during your show, promote your upcoming shows in your channels outside of Whatnot. So they're saying do like customer like go to Facebook and all that. Oh, also, if you guys put in thank you cards, that was a big question that a lot of people had. See, here's my thank you card that I stick in everybody's. This is my actual link to my Whatnot shop. If you are outside of Whatnot and you type this in, it's going to route you to my Whatnot shop. Okay, this is allowed. All of this is allowed. If you put anything off platform to get them to go anywhere else but your Whatnot, it is not allowed. You can put a QR code sticker on the outside of your package to have them go to your Whatnot, and that is it. You cannot have them go to your social medias. It is against terms of service. It is not allowed. I asked them that too because I was very, very curious. Also, if you guys wanted to know about pre-bids, I asked them about pre-bids and preloading your items, because let's be honest, there's a lot of shows that do pre-bids. There's a lot of shows that do random orders, right? And they just pull random stuff. So I asked Whatnot, I said, hey, what is the rule on pre-bids? How does that work, and how does loading your shop work? Well, here's the answer to that. It says, regarding your question about pre-loading auctions before a live show, your status of preloading items to allow shoppers to browse and place pre-orders in advance is definitely a smart option. Many sellers have found success with this method, as it can help increase engagement and give buyers more time to explore their offerings. That said, while preloading a good number of auctions can boost bookmarks and preloads, it is important to strike a balance overall overloading a show with too many preload items might overwhelm your shoppers and potentially declutter the existing during your live event. We recommend preloading. So Whatnot actually recommends that you preload, not that you do random pulls. They actually say to preload your shop so people can shop. Now, with preloading, here's the thing on preloading. If you guys have ever seen, if you've ever changed your date of your show and you're like, oh, I have my show scheduled for today at, say, 8 o'clock, right? 8 o'clock. Okay, so 8 o'clock comes and you're like, I don't really feel like doing my show at 8 o'clock. Let's push it to 9. As long as it's within that 24-hour window of the time of your start show, your pre-bids will follow you. If you go to the next day, though, it will not. Pre-bids are only good for 24 hours. So if you have pre-bids in your show and you end your show, say like you're like, oh, I got to end my show, those pre-bids are actually going to end with them also, which is just wild. So you got to make sure that you're hitting that pre-bid, which there's actually a button when you go into your show and you're looking at your show and you're looking for, let me see if I can show you guys that one. Let me say. Because I wanted to show that. I also wanted to show, if you guys don't know, there's a lot of people talk about Notbot and how they've used Notbot to pre-print their labels. It is $30 a month. Okay. So if that's not something you can swing because you're like, oh, why didn't this restart? Okay, there we go. You're like, oh, that's just too much. I can't swing that right now. Here is a way around that. Okay. If you go into your shows and you're gonna go under your sold, okay, right there it says sold. Once it decides to pop up, whenever that is, my computer runs really slow. Okay, right there, see how it's got that little icon? It says print item tag. You can actually do this on your show. You just have it preloaded, and then all you have to do is hit that button, and then look, you got a pre-tag right there. I'm going to print one just so you guys can see it. It's going to be huge because this is on my 4x6, my regular shipping label. So it's going to be huge. But see, there it is right there. You do not need, if you can't afford it and you're like, how can I do this that is affordable without the Notbot, which is $30 a month, you can do it this way for free on Whatnot. Again, all you have to do is go into your solds. Make sure you have it up after you start, because if you do it before you start, the names are not gonna, see how it's got the username there? It is not gonna populate that. It's gonna populate something else. It's like no worse. I forget what it is. But this is what Notbot does. So you can see the difference in between the Notbot. This was a test one. I just wanted to show. And then this one is Whatnot. I mean, they're truly not that huge of a difference. You've got the item and then the user's name. You've got that would be the item's person's name right there instead of it being test user. So, but this one you can do from anything. You don't have to have a Chrome extension. You don't have to have Windows, any of that. It is just set up that way to be able to be done on anything. Is there any questions? Does anybody have any questions? Any comments? Anything you want me to go over that you don't think I went over in the show yet? Anybody? I don't have a problem answering any questions. If you guys got them. Do you guys got any questions so far? Have you guys seen the new feature of tapping the screen? The tapping of the screen is super awesome. I don't think I can show it on the computer. Let's see. We'll go to home. Let's see. Nope, I don't see it. It's right here on your home screen on your phone, but it's the present, and we don't have the present on the laptop. So we can't see it. Well, I can't see it. But if you guys don't have the new update, make sure you guys update your Whatnot app and you'll be able to see it. Is there anything else you guys want to learn about? Anything at all? I know there's people in here. Does anybody have any questions? Don't be scared. I'll even invite you up on camera if you guys want to. Hey Fab, how are you? Welcome in. Do you guys have any questions? I know a lot of you are like, oh, she's not very high up on sales. You don't have to be high up on sales to know how to do Whatnot. You just have to be able to ask questions and learn from the right people that are actually following terms of service. So that's the hard part, is who follows terms and service and who doesn't. If they have a buy it now, buy me a coffee and I'll send you stickers, they're not following terms of service, and that can get your account shut down, because that's against the rules. So a lot of people will get to a certain point and they just will start doing things that are against the rules because they think they're going to get away with it. And some people get hurt by that because you're listening to the wrong people. Just like you can't tell anybody to follow anybody. You can say, hey, can you follow? You can't, but you can't do like, oh, you need to follow this person. So basically, telling anybody to follow anybody in your chat, you probably shouldn't be doing. Um, it's nice to do, but it's there again. It's against TOS. So, I wonder if it would work under referrals. You can see the new stuff. Let's see. I don't know if you can see it on. No, you can't. Yeah, you have to go on your lap. You have to go on your phone. Your phone is the only way to see it, and that's it. You can see I have a live order to ship. So that is how you do that. I already showed you the rewards club, which is super cool. I told you how to change so you have your local shipping on. We talked about the shipping profiles. Again, if you guys want to set up a shipping profile, I wouldn't unless you plan on shipping out like large items that need to be separated. Like, okay, I have a board game show coming up, right? Well, a lot of those are super, super long. And I believe it's after the new, no, I think it's this week. So I think I'm okay. But after the new shipping fees come in, you would want to make a profile just for board games. Because again, as long as you're just doing board games in that profile and they're long, you're okay. But if you do board games in that show and then you do another, like say books, they're not going to bundle together. So you cannot do that. So doing that is not a good idea for the custom shipping profiles. You want to do non-custom shipping profiles. You should do their regular stuff because their shipping profiles, the custom ones, are going to go up to what you click on and what the amount is. So even if you have it set to like 5 max, it's going to put 5 max in there. So what you'll do is you'll name your item, you're going to weigh it, how much ever it weighs, right? And that's individually, you can change it from pounds to ounces, and then you can set up the set amount, how many you want to be able to put in every single box. So if you only want 3, you're going to click that on, you're going to set it to 3, and then it's also going to ask you the dimensions of the box. So for like board games, you would want to change the length to like 21, right? And then this would probably be, I'm just like guesstimating, the width would probably be like, yeah, we can leave it at 12. And then the height would probably only be like 4. So the max board games you could probably fit in this box would be maybe 3, right? And they're about a pound each. So once you're done with it, oh, I gotta title this. I'm gonna title this board games. Board games. Board. Try to do this without Whatnot in US is more. See. You think so? Well, they test a lot of stuff in the US. That's what I think. is that they test a lot more in the US than they do in Australia or even anywhere else. But you guys can buy from US sellers. And then once the US sellers make say what they want, because like right now they have a really cool new feature that they're testing out that's a quick list. And it's not like the quick list from before. You can literally put your title and then it pulls your image. I think I have one loaded. Oh no, I don't. I don't have any loaded, but it's super quick and easy. Even the rules here, so relaxed here. Oh, really? Yeah, no, the rules, the TOS here is like pages and pages and pages and pages and pages. And they're definitely just like sweepstakes. There's a lot of people that do giveaways. They do buy only giveaways. They're on Whatnot. They're called buyer appreciation giveaways or buyer giveaways. And you guys can participate in them with the you guys can participate in them only if you buy. Here in the US, you can participate in them even if you don't buy because it's considered a sweepstakes. So they literally have a form that you can fill out, which is all terms of service, it's all law, okay? And you can fill out the form and win whatever those buy it nows are, buyer appreciations. And a lot of sellers in the US get upset about it. They're like, I'm not sending you that because you didn't buy from us. And they won't do it, which can get their account in trouble. Yeah. So they'll do like a bag, like say they do $100 gift card. I can fill out the form and without even buying, I can win it. And then they either won't send me anything or they'll send me some stickers. Some of them have sent an empty box because they're upset about it, but it's actual rules. And they're like, oh, you guys are breaking the rules. And it's like, no, it's actually law too. So, and I know that's different because you guys can actually fill out, you guys in Australia can literally do a show and have a buyer's appreciation and only ship out to buyers. There's not a form. But you guys can also buy from the US too. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. And there's not very many platforms that you can do international shipping. I haven't sold anything international. I'm excited to do that, but it's definitely something different. And I don't know if all these would follow for you guys or not, but like if you bookmark people's shows and so if you bookmark somebody's show, that helps the algorithm. If you also tap the screen, true, but shipping to Australia is like $40. Ooh. Oh yeah, because of the tariffs, huh? That's true. Oh, that sucks then because I bet there's a bunch of stuff you really, really want to get, but it's so expensive. That sucks. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, because the flat rate shipping doesn't work for you guys either, does it? And now that they're getting rid of that too, it doesn't even matter. Oh wow, that sucks. That's why I haven't gotten any international shipping yet. That explains that. Because you guys can you even do local pickup if you wanted to, Fab? Like if you were to go in right now and you wanted the stickers, could you pick them up locally, or would it not allow you to? I'm curious about that. Like, does it give you the option of local pickup or no? Oh wow. Okay. Well, that's kind of cool. I didn't know that they could do that because I know if you buy anything. Oh, you did it in the Canada show. Ooh, I didn't know that. I know if you buy anything, and this goes for anybody, that if you buy anything in anybody's show, you can actually watch the replay up to 60 days. So, like this one, how I went over, so I can keep buying. Yeah, you can keep buying for sure. So I went over how to do your upload for is this a what app? Yes, this is. This is exactly what it is. This is support. It's a Whatnot support. So I showed you guys how to do bulk upload. I showed you how to restart a show within 2 hours, which this should be like international. You can restart a show within 2 hours. So if you guys want to go Like this show, if I wanted to restart this show, I can do it once I end it. Once you end it, you have 2 hours once you restart the show to restart the show, but you can restart it at any point. So, say today's Friday and you want to go all weekend long, but you don't want to actually go on all weekend long. You want to go, say, in the morning, Friday morning, you want to go in the afternoon, and you want to go in the evening. You just keep restarting that show. And you tell your customers, which this is super cool. And I believe this works in Australia too, but I'm not 100% sure on it. Once you hit that restart on that show, it'll go up towards your top, right? Oh, it does. Okay, cool. So you can actually literally combine your shipping on everything that whole entire weekend. So you could tell your customers, hey, if you only see one thing you like in this show, not a big deal. Make sure you bookmark it because I'm going to go live again later. And that bookmark will stay, and all of their purchases will carry over to the next show. And then it'll continue doing that until you that 2 hours runs out. We have a weekend shipping here. Ooh, we have a weekly shipping here. See, there you go. Yeah, you could literally, as long as you are telling your customers and they are okay with it, you can go. The only thing though is your shipping days will go down because mine went down a little bit. Like I was under a day and now I'm at a day. Which I mean, if you're literally shipping, if you're shopping with me all day long, I don't think you're gonna mind that whole. See, it would be right here, but this one's already every Sunday it ends so customers can buy all week. Oh, that's cool. Is that because you guys restart your show or is that just straight up you can do that? Fab. Hi, Grams. Straight up. Oh, wow. That's actually kind of cool. I'm a newer seller. I sold a few cards to some buyers and shipped it, but it still shows overdue. How can I fix that issue? So what you needed to do, did you scan it when you shipped it? Did you go in and actually scan it with your phone? And then do you have proof that it was shipped? Because if you have proof, like you went to the post office and you shipped it, you can message Whatnot and they will fix it for you. So when you it didn't have a scan. It should have had a scan. Are you in the US or are you in outside the US? Yeah, you should have had a scan even if it was a a card. What it so when you mark ship, let me see if I have any. I don't think I have any shipped. I think everything's shipped. Oh no, wait, I have this one. Okay, I have one from this order, this show right here. So did you so you did cards, so it was the 70 cents. So it was a flat shipping. Yeah, that one's going to be harder because of the fact that there's no tracking on it. So when you printed out the order on your phone, there should have been a scan barcode because even when I do stickers and stuff, there's a scan barcode that pops up and you have to take a picture of it. And that helps it because other than that, there's no way of proving that you shipped that item. So if it and it's one of those ones where you have to kind of hover and then Whatnot will pull it. And if it doesn't, you can tap the screen and it'll take a picture. But it should have dropped on your phone as a need to scan, and you have to make sure you scan every single item. A lot of people will tell you, "Oh no, you don't need to scan them," but you need to scan them because of that exact reason right there. Because it'll tell you it's overdue, and there's no way to prove it. And the I would message Whatnot, and say, "Hey, I shipped this. This was a card. Is there any way that you can what can I do?" And they should be able to help you. They should be able to walk you. How do I message them? It's Whatnot support, I think. Hold on. I message them all the time. Hold on. I believe it's Whatnot support, but I can't remember if it's support at Whatnot or hold on, I'm looking. Hold on, I'm looking. I don't have any orders to show. I mean, I have that order, but I can't get the picture to come up because it won't do it on the thing. But that's how you do it. And if you guys want to know the best place to do raid trains, and get raid train information or to sign up for raid trains, you want to go to the raidtrain.app. It's free, and there's tons of raid trains. There's ones outside of the US, there's ones in the US, all kinds, and you just click on it and you sign up, and it's just amazing. Okay, it's Whatnot. I hope you have a pen. If not, you can buy if you don't have a pen, it's seller support at whatnot.com. If you don't have a pen, you can buy the stickers, do it as local pickup, master, and it'll do a recording so you can watch everything. You can watch how to bulk upload. I went over how to bulk upload. I went over how to restart your show. I went over how to change your rewards club membership so you can do that. I went over all kinds of like this right here, how to change it so you don't have the gold anymore because we're in season 8. How to set up your season 9. We already did all that. We've been on since 8 o'clock, and I also talked about how to get followers and why followers are important, why bookmarks are important, why it's important to have somebody, even why it's important to preload versus just random polls. Yeah, I went over quite a bit. Hi, Karma. How are you? Welcome in. So this is your club rewards. All this is on the computer. I also showed you guys how to print the stickers off of your computer, so you don't have to use the Notbot. But there's the Notbot one, and this is the Whatnot one, which is free. So that's how you print the Whatnot free ones, and this is how you print the Notbot ones. The only reason why I did it on this piece was because I was lazy and I didn't plug in my smaller printer, but that's how you do it. And you can print it and stick it. So the difference in between the two is not much. I mean, it's really not. This one's $30 a month. This one's free. And you can actually set it up so you can have it this size too. I just didn't set it up this size for my Whatnot. So this one, like I said, is free to get. I also showed you guys how to do that. If you guys have any other questions, drop them in the chat. Drop them in the chat. There's also a group if you guys are looking for help on hitting your 1K, or you just want other like-minded sellers. There's a group, and it's Heather's. Heather's. Of course, I can't remember it. I think it's Heather's Retail. Hold on. I gotta. Of course. Okay, here we go. I can search. Heather's. Let's see. Heather's underscore. Of course not. I think it's Heather's Retail Therapy is her name. She has a group. She has like 7 different groups you can join to get help on your shows. So that way you can literally go in and say, "Hey, I need some help on XYZ," and she can help you out. And we're going to do this again next month. Is there any other questions that I can help you guys with? Any other support? Anything that you guys can need help with? Anything? All right. Well, thank you so much for joining. If you guys want to give you guys the last couple of seconds to join and buy the recording, which will last for 60 days. Really appreciate it. Also, did you guys know that when you tip somebody out, it takes 3 days for the tip to come through? So when you tip somebody, it doesn't go right away. It takes 3 days for them to release the tip for you. So, any other questions? Any other comments? Any other concerns? All right, have a great rest of your day.